Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I have absolutely no idea what's in this package. It was sent by somebody named Robert, so thank you very much, Robert. We're going to find out what it is together. As per usual, if it's something I can link, I will link it right down in the description of this very video, so you can check it out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. All right, let's see what we've got. I think it's probably just a single knife, and oh, okay, it's a Vosteed. That's not what I was expecting. I usually send in a different package. Or different packaging, I should say. What do we have? This was from the Fenris. If you could imagine, if you don't know what that is, look up the Midgardsmesser Fenris. If you could imagine, I accidentally cut myself using that, right? Shocker. God. Okay. We got, maybe this is a good, maybe it's good they do, oh, why was it bent? Okay. Anyways, we got some kind of Vosteed here. Oh, holy moly, it's a big one. I am not used to seeing big knives from Vosteed. Okay, what is this? This is, did they put the name on it? The Gator. You know what? That's very appropriately named. It 100% looks like a gator. I mean, or some sort of tactical pelican. But you know, depending on how you look at it. We have a little bit of a non-obtrusive flipper tab back here. We have the tiniest little thumb studs I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even sure. Boy, those are just like nothing. Those aren't even studs. It's also a front flipper. Okay, the best, the most organic means of deployment on this guy is absolutely the little flipper tab in the back. Ergonomically, very comfortable. Nice choke up spot. You've got a little bit of a thumb, it's like a thumb bed, right? Straight blade. I don't know if we want to call, I don't know what you want to call this, right? It's got the straight edge of a Warncliffe, and it's got the nose of a modified Pelican's, modified Toucan something or other. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a folding knife that was designed after or inspired by the aesthetic of an alligator, which I imagine is absolutely the case, given that they named it the Gator. The blade steel is 14C28N, which I'm always happy to see. Honestly, I'm just happy to see it larger, but this is going to be a budget knife. I don't even have to look up the price to know. Vosteed, 14C28N, what looks like, that's micarta. Yeah, it's like a blue micarta. And, you know, steel liners and everything like that. I'm just happy to see a larger folding knife that is also a budget knife, right? Which we have, like, there's definitely companies making stuff like this, but it's just like, for every like 50 smaller budget knives, anywhere from medium to small knives, and that's okay. There's plenty of people like small knives, and small knives have their place. I periodically carry small knives, it's fine. But the ratio is insane. It's like 50 to 1, right? So I'm just really happy to see a larger knife for once. Very easy to disengage. Vosteed, you know, generally has good quality. In fact, I think it was just that button lock raccoon that one time that I had an issue with. Let's, I want to measure this. So this is almost certainly available, guys. And I don't know what the price is, but just given Vosteed's track record, I very much doubt this is a horribly expensive knife, right? I could be wrong, but I'll link it in the description so you guys can check it out. The overall length of the Gator coming in, wow, it is big. That's 9 1/8. Over 9 inches. Wow. 3.75 inch. Well, no, you know, yeah, actually 3.75 inches of blade and cutting edge. Big. So like I said, 14C28N, reasonably thick stock. I'm going to guess that that's probably about the same as the Spyderco PM2, perhaps a little bit thinner. Yeah. Spyderco PM2 is about 145. I bet this guy's 135 to 140, which is fine. I think that's an appropriate blade stock anyway. The action is very nice. Plenty smooth right out of the box. And you know, these weird little discs work. They're just, there's barely anything to get your finger under, but there's enough traction there, more than I would have assumed. Weight on the Gator coming in at 6.5 ounces. No surprise there, absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and measure blade stock. I mean, this isn't the review, but I know some people like legitimately only watch the unboxings and they only look for basic specs, which is fine. Blade stock thickness. Let's go here. Yeah. Okay, so it's 140 thousandths. Let's do, I think we should do some size comparisons. What do you guys think? Why am I even asking you? I'm going to do it anyway. Spyderco PM2 and the Ritter Hogue. There we go. Maybe the PM2. Boy, that's hard to do with a Band-Aid on your finger. Maybe the Rat 1. How about that? Okay, Rat 1. And the Demco 80 20.5. I think that's probably pretty good for size comparisons. Alrighty. I like that Vosteed is taking a few risks. I think that's really important. When I say risks, I mean like not sticking to the typical folding steak knife approach where they, you know, get a good one. Like, for example, their Raccoon is good, and it definitely, you know, it drifts outside of the normal or like super ultra perfectly traditional lines that we see on folding knives, right? There are lots of companies who are just like, let's do the most basic aesthetic of a knife and then change subtle lines and then release 1 billion subtle variants, right? You cater to a large audience of people there. And that's, I mean, you know, every company's got a different business strategy. As an enthusiast, if you're still here watching this video, as somebody who is a reviewer, enthusiast, collector, I like seeing things that are different. Even if these lines aren't completely and totally unique, we have certainly seen other knives that have done similar things before. I do like that Vosteed is taking a few risks. It makes me interested to see what they will come out with next. The locking mechanism here obviously isn't anything like crazy or different. It's just a liner lock, right? Even the blade, as wild and, well, I don't say wild, as different as it is not really that crazy, but it is certainly a departure from what we normally see, you know, in the budget knife world, which is just extremely traditional. We see so many companies doing the same ultra traditional lines, and they're like, well, we'll just put this pattern on it, or we'll give it a front flipper, right? And it's just not enough sauce. This is cool, and it tells me that Vosteed's willing to do some different things, and that's neat. It makes me interested and excited to see what they'll come out with in the future. So, Vosteed, continue to do big knives, definitely. All other companies, right? Whether you're doing budget knives, you're doing, you know, mid-range or expensive knives. You know, I'm not saying that we should be flooding the market with large knives and not doing small knives. No, but I mean, it would make sense to me if there were, you know, still the dominant size of knife is on the smaller end, but just like a few more larger knife designs would be cool because people like them, whether they actually need them or they just like them. Like me, I don't need a big knife day to day. I just like them. I like the feeling of a full-size knife in my hand, and it's kind of nice, you know? And then if you end up in a situation where you need some extra blade, well, then there you go. You've got it. Okay. This will get its own full comprehensive review, but that's going to be pretty much it for today. Please make sure, like I said, linked down below if you want to check this out. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.